And in this video, let's continue with clause number 31 to clause number 44. Clause number 31A. Particulars of each loan or deposit in an amount exceeding the limit specified in section 269 SS taken or accepted during the previous year. I have to give the particulars of each loan or deposit which have been exceeding the limit specified in this section. Okay, but I have to give the details. I have to give the name, address, and PAN number, and then the amount of loan or deposit, whether it has been expired, whether it has closed during the year itself, and whether the maximum amount outstanding at any point of time during the previous year, whether it has been accepted by way of the accepted modes, that is check, bank draft, or ECS. In the case of loan or deposit is taken or accepted by check, bank draft, the same has been taken by account pay check or account pay bank draft. These particulars need not be given in the case of a government company, a banking company, or a corporation established by say CS or PI. Okay. Now, it is to be given for a regular SSCs, but if it is the SSC is himself a government company or a banking company or a corporation, then such particulars are not to be given. Okay. Now, what is the loan amount here? If the total of all loans or deposits from a person exceed 20,000, but each individual item is less than 20,000, the information will still be required to be given in respect of all the entries from the entry when the balance is just 20,000 or more, and until the balance goes down below 20,000. As such, the acceptor should verify all the loans and deposits are accepted by the balance has reached 20,000 or more during the year for the purpose of reporting under this clause. The limit would be 20,000. Yeah. Okay. Now, clause 31B. Particulars of each specified sum in an amount exceeding the limit specified in 2016 excess taken or accepted during the previous year. Same details like name and present PAN, amount specified, whether it has been taken from which mode, and then whether it was taken when account pay check or account pay bank draft. Similarly, it will not apply to government company, banking company, or a corporation. BA. Particulars of each receipt in an amount exceeding the specified limit in aggregate from a person in a day or in respect of a single transaction or in respect of a transaction relating to one event or occasion from a person, one event or one occasion from a person during the previous year, where such receipt is otherwise done by account pay check, by check or bank draft or use of electronic system through a bank account. Okay, which means generally in a cash or a bearer check. Then I have to keep the same things: name, nature, amount, and date. BB. Particulars of each receipt and amount exceeding the limit 269 ST in aggregate from a person in a day or in respect of a single transaction or one event or one occasion from a person received by check or bank draft not being an account paying check or account paying bank draft during the previous year. Name and amount in receipt. BC. Particulars of each payment made in amount, each payment made. Okay, this was each receipt. This was each receipt in an amount exceeding the limit specified. Okay. Can we move on? This was each subclause. Okay. Now, here, each payment made in exceeding the limit specified in aggregate to a person in a day or in respect of single transaction or in respect of a transaction relating to one event or a person made other than by check, other than by a check or bank draft or ECS, that is, other than by banking modes, what are the amounts? Name, nature, payment, and date. Now, other than by account pay check or account pay bank draft. Even this was a bank, but even within this, I have not used the account pay check or account pay bank draft. Then it has to be reported in BD also. Similarly, it will not be needed for government company, banking company, post office, savings bank, cooperative bank, or trans 269 SS, or in the case of persons notified. Okay. ST is the limit is what receives 2 lakh or more. 2 lakh or more is the limit. Okay, in aggregate from a person a single day in respect of a single transaction, in respect of one event or other than otherwise done by account pay check, account pay bank draft, or used by electronic clearing system. Okay, contravention of 269 ST attracts penalty under 271 DA. This could be a MCQ. Okay. Now, provisions of 269 does not apply to, we have already discussed this, right? Specified sum means any sum or money receivable, whether as an advance or otherwise, in relation to transfer of an immovable property, whether or not the transfer has takes place. Okay, these are the new clauses, so this has to be dealt for sure. The tax auditor will need to link all the receipts or payment as the case may be, otherwise the modes specified in the section receipt or made in respect of a single transaction and verify if the amount exceeds the specified limit. Whether the receipts or as the payment as the case may be pertaining to a single transaction or different transaction will depend on the facts of the case. A single invoice may relate to multiple transactions and vice versa. Multiple bins may refer to a single transaction also. Right. Now, let's see clause 31C. Particulars of each repayment of loan. I've taken some loan, I'm going to repay it. Okay, or any specified advance in an amount exceeding the limit specified in 269T made during the previous year. Same what? Name, address, PAN, amount, maximum amount outstanding, whether the repayment was made by check or something, and that is banking mode, and whether it was made by an account pay check or an account pay bank. If not, I have to report it. Okay. Against just 20,000 or more. Clause 31D. Particulars of repayment of loan or deposit or specified advance in amount exceeding the 2690 received otherwise done by a check or bank draft or use of electronic clearing system through a bank account during the previous year. I've received it. Okay, I've received the repayment. Okay, I have to specify the name, PAN, and amount of loan other than by account pay check and account pay bank draft. 31E. Particulars of repayment of loan or any specified advance in an amount exceeding the specified section 2690 received by check or bank draft. It is not an account pay check. Similar. Okay, name and then amount. Now, clause 32A. Details of brought forward loss or depreciation allowance in the following manner to the extent available. Okay, I have to give the details of brought forward losses and depreciation allowances. Simple. Now, but this is not allowed under section 115 BA, BAC, BAD are to be listed out assessment year wise and section not allowed are to be listed out and section wise as per return are to be reported under this clause. Because these are brought forward loss are not allowed under those sections, those are to be reported here. Amount adjusted as withdrawal by way of additional depreciation account of opting for 115 BAD is required to be filled in assessment year 21-22 only. Now, clause 32B. Whether a change in the shareholding of the company has taken place in the previous year due to which the losses incurred prior to the previous year cannot be carried forward in terms of section 79. In section 79, it states that no loss it states that where a company is not a company in which public is substantially invested, that means a private company, where there is a change in shareholding which has taken place in the previous year, then no loss incurred in any previous year to the previous year shall be carried forward and set off against the income of the previous year unless on the last day of the previous year and on the last of the previous year in which the loss was incurred, the share of the company carrying not less than 51% of the voting power are beneficially held by the same person. Let's, for example, let's assume, okay, if A holds 80% of shares on previous year 1920. Okay. Now A sells, okay, A sells 60% of his shares. Okay. I mean 60% from his shares. Okay. So it means he will remain only with 20% from his shares to Miss D, who is a new party, okay, who is not an existing shareholder. So now, can losses of previous year 1920 carry forward? The answer is no. Okay, because not less than 51% of the whole voting power by beneficially held by a same person is this fulfilled? No. That's why we cannot carry it forward. No. Clause 32C. Whether the SSC has incurred as any speculation losses referred to in section 23 during the previous year. Yes, please furnish the details of the same. If I've incurred any speculation losses, the same has to be furnished. 32D. Whether the SSC has incurred any loss referred to in section 73A in respect of a specified business during the previous year. If yes, please furnish the details of the same. 32C was speculation business loss and 32D was specified business loss. 32E. In case of a company, please state whether the company is deemed to be carrying on speculation business as referred to in explanation 73 section 2. Explanation to section 73. If yes, please furnish the details of speculation loss, if any, incurred during the previous year, which says that uh, where any part of the business of the company, okay, consists the purchase and sale of shares of other companies, such companies shall, for the purpose of this section, shall be deemed to be carrying on speculation business to the extent to which the business consists of purchase and sale of shares. Okay. Under this clause, the tax authority has to furnish details regarding the speculation loss, if any, referred to in Explanation 73. The auditor has to obtain information in the following format. Okay. The prescribed information is to be maintained in the working paper. Okay. Actual loss of illegal business are not carried forward if it is claimed to be set off. It is okay, and if it is claimed to be set off, it is only against the income of same illegal business. See here. In case of amalgamation or demerger, verify that the accumulated loss and numbers of depreciation of the amalgamating company is deemed to be the loss of the amalgamated company in a period of 8 years carried forward is reckoned from the assessment year immediately succeeding the assessment year for which the loss was first computed. Okay. In the case of demerger, the accumulated loss or numbers of depreciation is now directly attributable to the undertaking and the same proportion between the demerged company and the resulting company in the same proportion in which the value of the assets have been transferred. Okay. Now, if the assessment has not been made, check the return for the year in which the loss and depreciation was first claimed to be carried forward. Also, subsequent year, return to determine whether a set of claim was allowed or not. Okay. Now, moving on to clause number 33. Section-wise details of deductions, if any, admissible under Chapter 6A or Chapter 3. I have to give section-wise details of deduction, if any, admissible. Chapter 6A deduction, Chapter 3 deduction, I have to give a note here. Okay. For example, deduction claim under each section should be checked separately. What the qualifying amount, admissible deduction, consecutive years for which deduction is claimed if required, and then I have to give remarks. Okay. Under certain section, deduction is admissible for a limited period, and hence validity of the deduction is to be checked. Okay, by taking into consideration the scheme of the relevant section. Some special privileges are given to senior citizens. Tax authority need to check the deduction that has been rightly claimed, okay, to get the maximum benefit. Verify the validity of the deduction claim under 80G by scrutinizing the receipt. Check the correctness of the amount at the period of deduction in the base section, scrutinizing the books of account, relevant documents, if required, to be looked into the view the scheme of relevant section. Now, clause 34A. Where the assessee is required to deduct or collect tax as per the provisions of chapter 11B or 11BB, if yes, please furnish. Have to give the TAN, section, nature of payment, amount, total amount on which the tax is required to be deducted, total amount on which tax was deducted, total amount, okay, an amount of taxes, total amount of just less than, have deducted less, amount of tax collected, and then not deposited. This I have to give. This can be reconciled with the copy of the DDS or TCS return file. 34P. The assessee is required to furnish the statement of tax deducted or collected. If yes, please furnish the details. Like for the TDS returns, I have to give the dates, due date and date of furnishing. If there is any error, I have to give it. Okay. See, as stated in paragraph 59.2 of the Guidance Note on Tax Audit in section 44EB, the tax auditor should take into consideration the relevant section, rules, notifications, circular, and various judicial pronouncements in relation to transactions of relevant payments or collection. There will be occasions where the tax auditor may not agree with the interpretation or view taken by the auditor. In such cases, the tax auditor may report about the views as observation in clause 3 of form 3CA and clause 5 of form 3CB, as may be the case. There will be a space in the utility for the observation or qualification or remarks of the tax auditor. In that, it has to be updated if there is any discrepancy in relation to the interpretation taken by the SC. Now, 34C. When SEC is liable to pay any interest, if yes, please furnish the details. Simple. Now, that is interest on TDS amount. Let's see. Let's quickly go over it. Have to check whether TDS is applicable, and then as to see whether it is deducted or collected, check whether the correct proper time. If it is deducted or collected, I have to ensure that it's been deposited within a date or something. I have to obtain the copy of challan, and I will get the details in this format. The tax auditor should keep in mind the laws relating to the tax deduction and collection. You should see all accounts of cash, creditors, expenditure accounts, just salary, commission, interest, and TDS accounts. Reporting, if any, required under this clause can be done in the format under the clause itself. Auditors should go through the books of the SSC and examine whether the SSC have compiled and reported all the transactions which are required to be reported as per the provisions of this Act. So now moving on to clause number 35. So this is with respect to the stocks. Okay. Now, in the case of a trading concern, I have to give the quantitative details of the opening stock, purchases, sales, closing stock, if there is any shortage or excess. Okay. Now, in case of a manufacturing concern, I have to give details of raw materials, all these details, including, which is different here, yield, percentage of yield, and the shortage or excess. If it is a finished product, same. Quantity manufactured. When the client has not maintained any stock record and has compiled the information from the books of account, then this fact must be disclosed in the statement in the particulars of Form 3CD. In the observation of qualification column, I have to mention the fact the client does not maintain any stock record and only goes on the basis of books of accounts. Ask whether the SSC maintains a stock register. If not, qualify the report. Okay. If yes, cross check the details and then ascertain the figures to purchase and that it is proper. As SSC to prepare a schedule, ask whether there is any shortage or excess. Obtain a copy of the stock statement given to the bankers. Again, a CARO 2020 requirement, right? Yield of the finished product. I have to just get the information and check whether the assumptions are reasonable. Obtain a management representation in respect of this clause. Clause number 36 by the Income Tax Rules 2021 with effect from 1/4/2021. Clause 36A. Whether the SSC has received any amount in the nature of dividend as referred to in subclause E of clause 22 of section 2, that is deemed dividend, right? If yes, please furnish the following details. Okay. So, obtain the taxpayer certificate containing a list of closely held company in which the beneficial owners of share containing not less than 10% of voting power and the list of the concern in which it has substantial interest. Now, whether an amount is chargeable to dividend as under section 222E has always been subject matter of litigation before various judicial forums. The tax authority need to consider various issues while reporting under this clause. Whether the beneficial shareholder is not a registered shareholder and the closely held company has given a loan in advance to the beneficial shareholder or to a concern, the tax authority should make the appropriate remark about the basis of reporting. Okay, it may be noted that after 1/4/2019, which satisfies the conditions of 228, will be subject to DDT in the hands of the company while making the payment and not in the hands of shareholders. To whom this clause is applicable? It's basically applicable only to companies. Obtain from the SSC details regarding the amount distributed as profits, tax on such distributed profits, and relevant date of payment with amount. Have to see the challan copy, check the ledger account, make sure the tax have been deposited within 14 days from the date of declaration of dividend or distribution of dividend, whichever is earlier. It's an important point. Okay. Now, make sure no action is claimed under any other provision because such tax is not allowed. Right? We have already read it. Right. Whether any cost audit was carried out. If yes, give the details. If any, of the qualification, disqualification, or disagreement on any matter, item, or value or quantity as reported, identified by the cost auditor. As the cost auditor identified any disqualification. If yes, give the details of disqualification. Great. Now, let's move on. Simple. Asked from the SEC whether cost audit was conducted. If yes, take a note observation of the cost audit report. No need to report in case the cost audit is ordered but not carried out during the year. Collect details if any disqualification or disagreement. Now, clause number 3. Audit was conducted under Central Excise Act. If yes, give the details of any disqualification or disagreement of any matter, item, or value as may be reported. Okay, same to same. There it was cost audit, here it was excise audit. Now, whether any audit was conducted in Section 72A of the Finance Act in relation to valuation of taxable services. If yes, Give details of disqualification or disagreement of any matter or item or value or quantity as the case may be reported or identified by the auditor. Generally, it is like service tax audit. Okay, first it was cost audit, then it was excise audit, and then it was service tax audit. Okay, see. In case my service tax auditor which might have been ordered but not completed, the tax auditor should report appropriately. Okay, should examine the time period for which service tax audit, if any, has been required to be carried out. Information is required to be given only if, in respect of such service tax audit report, the time period of which falls within the relevant previous year. In effect, information is required to be given in respect of the service tax audit report which is received up to the date of tax audit report. Now, clause 40 is very simple. It's about all the necessary information, which is like turnover, gross profit, net profit to turnover ratio, stock and trade turnover ratio, material consumed to finished or finished goods produced. I mean, material consumed divided by finished goods produced. Okay. These are to be given only for the principal items of goods trade or manufactured service trade. Not for all items, but with principal items. Okay. Generally, those will be ratios. Okay. Please furnish the details of demand raised or refund issued during the previous year under any tax laws other than Income Tax Act, Wealth Tax, along with details of relevant proceeding. For example, I have been raised a demand in the GST Act. Whether it has to be disclosed here? Yes. Answer is yes. Because it's an other than Income Tax Act and Wealth Tax Act. Okay. If there is any adjustment of refund against the demand, auditor shall also report the same under this clause. Okay. He has to obtain the copy of all demand and refund orders. Okay. Normally, it will be for indirect tax laws. Okay. Cess or duty like marketing cess will not be covered as tax. Refund order for any year other than previous year. It may be noted that even though the demand order is issued for a previous year, it may be belonging to a period other than the relevant previous year. In such a case, also reporting has to be done under this clause. This could be an MCQ or could be in a 4-mark question. One part could be like this, right? Even though the notice is issued during the current year, it belongs to some other period. Whether after report? Answer is yes, after report. The tax order should verify the books of accounts in order passed by respective departments for the ascertaining whether such amount has been raised, as demand has been raised, or even order has been issued under any docs. Accordingly, report the same. If there is any adjustment of refund against the demand, the auditor should also report the same under this clause as follows. Okay, like name, demand or order number, date, financial year to which belongs to, amount demanded, adjustment, and then remarks. Clause 42. Whether the SSC is required to furnish the statement in Form 61 or 61A or 61B. This is like with respect to foreign tax credits. Okay. Income Tax Department reporting and type of form, due date furnishing, date of furnishing, information about all transactions are required to be reported. If not, please state which are not reported. Okay. Why to quote the PAN. Okay. Asserting whether taxpayer is required to report any transaction under Section 285BA, read with Rule 114. It may be noted the specified transactions 285BA include the issue of bonds. There is like one such as the foreign tax. There could be some other transactions like the buyback. Okay. Now, failure to do so would attract some penalties. Okay. With respect to Form 61B, the tax auditor should review the due diligence procedures carried out by the taxpayer in accordance with the provisions of Rule 114H. It should review a list of reportable accounts, identify the due diligence process, and the information to be maintained and reported by the taxpayer. Okay. Tax auditor should verify the Form 61B is duly signed up by the designated director and it is filed. It could be other case could be like it could be for the issue of shares. Okay, right issue shares. But for that also form will be filed. Okay. Clause 43A. The SEC or its parent entity or alternate reporting entity is liable to furnish the report as referred to in subsection 2 of section 286. If yes, the report has been furnished by the SEC or its parent entity or an alternate reporting entity, name of the parent entity, date of furnishing the report, and alternative reporting entity's name, which is nothing but CBCR report. As country by country report and master file. This you will be learning in transfer pricing chapter, right? I mean, that is in international taxation chapter module. Okay. Now, the tax auditor should also verify whether the tax if the taxpayer whose parent is a non-resident has filed the form 3CEAC. 3CEAC. That's what may obtain necessary certificate from the taxpayer in respect of a constitution of the international. 44. The last clause. Break up total expenditure of entities registered or not registered under GST. Okay. Total amount of expenditure incurred during the year. Expenditure incurred under GST relating to goods or services which are exempt, relating to entities falling under composition scheme, relating to other entities. Total payment to registered entities. Expenditure in respect of entities not registered under GST. Okay. So this was kept in abeyance till some time, and then now it is in use. Okay. Now, so all the clauses of tax audit have been covered. Do revise it once more. And if you have any queries, please do drop a comment. Thank you.